Hi. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday, chat. Happy Saturday. How are you? 65. Oh my god, 65 stream watch stream. Thank you so much, Vicky. Thank you. Alright, answering a DM real quick. Hi, Vera. What's up? Hi, Jen. Saturday. Woo! Hi. Sorry, let me scroll up to the top and say hi to everyone. Bum-ba-da-bum. Alfred, hi. Have a good lurk. Aura, hi. Orphe, hi. Boss, hi. Frost, hi. Fogel, hi. Fast, hi. Barry, hi. Piano Boy, hi. Gotta go just as stream starts. No, it's okay. No worries, boss. Have a good day. Thank you so much for stopping in. I'm bald! Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I burped. Oh my goodness. Garfield, hi. Boss, hi again. Owen, hi. Quartz, hi. Cece, hi. Hello. How is everyone? Thank you for the posture check, the stretch, and the hydrate, Berry. I appreciate it. Hold on. I didn't refill my water today before I streamed because I was running behind. But you know what I have? A Diet Coke. And so I'm going to take a sip of it. I'll go get some water when we do like a bathroom break or something. Cool. Yeah, water. Cool. Hi. Hello. I hope everyone's having a good day. Happy Saturday. It's the start of the weekend. I know every day is the weekend for me right now, but I still love when it's the weekend. I'm on a 40 stream streak. Let's go. Thank you for the coffee. Oh, wait, hold on. The coffee didn't work, did it? Or did it work and I missed it? Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh, there it is. There's my coffee. I was like, why isn't it working? I thought today was Sunday. No, it's Saturday. We can still feel good. Yeah, we can still feel good. I'm smelly? That's not nice. I was worried this wasn't a Fey stream, but then Oh my goodness. Let's see, chat. I want to put some background music on, but the last time I did that, YouTube told me that that music wasn't copyright free. So, I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, I got a cough. Oh my goodness, I'm dying. Lance, hi. Oh my god, hold on. Ugh. Dying. I'm already exhausted from yard work. Is it pain? Oh no, I gotta do some pool work. After stream today. You're really gonna listen to what YouTube says? Fast, you came from YouTube. But yeah, we are, because I already have a copyright strike on my, or a violation on my channel until August. So yes, we are gonna listen to YouTube. Yeah, even the royalty-free ones, yeah, they got claimed. You have a pool? Lucky? No, it's not lucky. I don't care, unless you're rich. Having a pool sucks. Because you do all the pool maintenance yourself, and it's fucking expensive, and it's time-consuming. A box of shock is like $50, and it's got like 8 bags in it. And then like, you have to put like 2 in the pool every time it starts getting a little green. They are very expensive. I know people just don't put music on YouTube and only on Twitch because of that. I don't know how to not put it on YouTube easily, because so Twitch has like, or OBS has like 6 audio tracks, I think, and you can set different audio tracks for different streams, right? So I can set the audio tracks to be different for Twitch and YouTube, but it's like a pain in the ass. So, I don't know. Zach, hi. Blue Jay, hi. Hard to use the weed whacker and had to get rid of plant gunk by myself. Ew. Yeah, we need to mow our lawn too, but I don't want to do it, so it's just getting long. Lily and I will either pay someone to do it or one of us will suck it up and get out there and do it. But not today. I'm going to do some pool maintenance today, and that's going to be my work. Guess I'll make the first question. Well, I have, for anyone that was in the Discord, I put up a Google form. Also, there's an Ask Me Anything. So if you're on YouTube, please use the Q&A function at the bottom of the chat. Or it might be at the top of the chat. I don't fucking know how YouTube works. But I did a Google form for people that were in the Discord, so I do have questions already. You have roommates, right? I have my roommate Lily. She's actually owns the house that I live in, so I just rent part of it from her. Beautiful boy, hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. 7 stream watch streak. Thank you, Lance. Alex, hi. How are you? Yeah, I have my roommate Lily. And sometimes her brother comes to stay because he gets into fights with his girlfriend. So sometimes he comes and crashes on our couch. Why are you short and small and vertically challenged and LOL coded? Bruh. Hi, bird brain. I do y'all's landscaping for free. I complain the whole time because I hate doing it, but I do it. Oh, I wish. Thank you, Garfield. I wish I was wealthy to buy a home. Well, Lily is not wealthy, so she bought her home a long time ago, and she saved up all through. Like, she knew in high school that when she got to college, she wanted to be able to buy a house to rent rooms out of to her friends instead of like renting an apartment and stuff. So she like worked her ass off like every single summer and stuff like that and saved up money and things like that. Yeah, and then she got a really cheap house. Like our house is not like fancy or anything like that. Our house I'm pretty sure was under like $170,000 when she got it, and her mom had to co-sign it for her. So, you know, Lily is not wealthy. She's just very, very, she's just very future insightful, you know. And it was also before the housing market was insane. So she's by no means wealthy. She's just a very smart planner. We like Lily here. I love Lily, my roomie. 67, hi. I messed up. No, it's okay. I don't think anyone could have expected the economy and housing market to explode in the way that it did so quickly. It's not your fault. I I wish I had that motivation and work ethic when I was in high school. Hell, I wish I had that now. Big props to Lily. Yeah, Lily's a badass, chat. Lily's a badass. Oh my god, Blue Jay, thank you for the 55 stream watch streak. I wish I could go back to 2008 and buy a house instead of wasting time doing things like make it through middle school for real. Hi, Kronos. How are you? Oh my god, your name looks so cool. Whoa. That's so cool looking. I should have invested well in the womb. True! We should have been buying crypto in the room. I'm just kidding. Oh, sorry, I burped. I may not have a pool, but I have an intercom system and a big backyard, making my backyard work even harder. Oh no. Can't believe I wasted all my time enjoying life in middle school instead of investing in Bitcoin. Chat, do you guys want to know something really funny? Sorry, we'll get to the Ask Me Anything in a bit. Do you guys want to know something really funny? I have a friend. Well, we're not friends anymore. I had a friend when I was like a little baby in college that was telling me that he owned like a fuck ton of like Bitcoin because when he was in high school he wanted to buy drugs and like didn't want to like deal with drug dealers, and so he would buy drugs on the dark web in high school and had to figure out how to purchase Bitcoin from that. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And now he's like loaded, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, like I said, we're not friends anymore, but crazy. Edgar, hi. I don't got a pool, but I got a PC. Exactly. There you go. I have a pool and a PC, but I don't own the pool. Remember NFTs? I'm so glad those went away as fast as they did. He probably is up to some weird shit. Yeah, true. I had a friend. Dang, this story is already unrelatable now. Oh my goodness. Damn, why didn't I buy property when I was in my mother's womb when it was nice and cheap? True. When I was in middle school, I was the self-proclaimed king of controversy. A kid said I was going to pew to school. Oh, goodness. That's scary. That sucks. People should not say that about anyone. Even if they, for some reason, think of it, you still shouldn't say that. Don't put that energy into the world, you know? But Faye knows not to use drugs, sort of. Yeah. Do I listen to it? Most of the time. It's so funny because everyone knew that NFTs were going to fail except the people buying NFTs. True. I wish I could go back to 2003 where I didn't exist. Oh my goodness. Okay, chat. Well, I mean, I have a pool, but I have an air fryer. I too have an air fryer. I love my air fryer. All right, but hi, chat. I love you guys. I hope you're having a good day today. Today, we are doing an Ask Me Anything. So I'm gonna, on Twitch, I will link the form and I will pin this message. Graf von Zeppelin. Oh, I'm not gonna read the last 3 letters. But hi, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. When I was in middle school, I was traumatized by witnessing 2 friends having a secret talk. Oh, goodness. Let me actually hold on. Let me move Twitch alerts over now that I accidentally hid them. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay, fix that. All right, so we are doing an Ask Me Anything today, chat. So Ask Me Anything can be anything about me. It can be anything about VTubing, about streaming. It can be about like relationship advice, life advice. The rules though are no trauma dumping, no NSFW, and everything has to be TOS safe. Just because I'm not trying to get more in trouble with YouTube. If you were in the Discord, I linked a Google form. On Twitch, I have relinked that Google form. On YouTube, I have just made a little Q&A section at the bottom. You can just ask questions. That's kind of cool. I wish Twitch would do that. That's like one thing that YouTube kind of has up on Twitch. That's pretty cool. How many questions? I mean, like, don't like spam it, but like you can ask a handful. That's fine. So far, I have 15 questions on the Google form. And a lovely question from Garfield on YouTube. I'm gonna do the Google Forms first, just because they asked ahead of time. Again, I made a... Oh, why do I have alarm going off? Again, there's a Google form pinned to the top of the Twitch chat that you can use to ask questions on. And on YouTube, there's a little Q&A section. Abhi, hi, Zant, hi, how are you? Let me see. Where is... I had the Google form pulled up. Basically, make an actual decent question instead of 12-year-olds childhood to babysit who ask you 20 questions in a minute. I'm gonna get something to drink. Oh, have fun getting something to drink. Speed, hi. Teal, hi. How are you? Okay. Oh, I have 19 questions on the Google form now. Okay, cool. Let me start at the beginning. Oh my god, Teal!
You know what it's for.
Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate it. Title said ask anything, so I'll ask. Can you please explain directly? There is... Hi, welcome in. There is a Q&A at the bottom. There is a Q&A at the bottom to ask your questions. I will not be answering any questions in the chats until I finish all the questions submitted through the proper means. On Twitch, it is pinned to the top. On YouTube, there is a Q&A section at the bottom. Okay. Let me see. Okay, question number 1 from Google Forms. What's your question? Faye, how do I ask a girl out? In additional details, it says, at this rate, it may also be a guy, but I still prefer girls for now. Number 1, happy pride! Happy pride! The best way I know how to tell you this is, and this is gonna, again, any advice I give you guys, I know it's gonna sound easier in practice, or easier like in words than it is gonna be in practice, but the easiest way is just to do it. Hey, so-and-so, I would really like to take you out on a date. And they either say yes, or they say no. And that is just how you do it. 101, hi, welcome in. Welcome in. But yes, that is my best advice I can give you. How do I ask a girl out? You just ask. And I know that, like I said, that's easier said than done, but you just have to do it. You just have to do it. I can't tell if I just sent a question despite me not being able to finish because an ad appears. Let's see. Question. Live chat. There we go. Hey, lovely people celebrating Father's Day early, so can't stay, but hope you have a fun stream. Bye, Avi. Have fun celebrating. Rain, hi, impossible. Wow, so I was the first one. Didn't think I was that quick. I don't think you were the first one. I think Rain's question was the first one, but when I put them as individual questions, it puts them in a random order. So, I don't know. But yes, that's it. I'm woman repellent, no can do. Well, if you're woman repellent, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Next question. Yeah, here we go. Here's Rain's question. The question is please, and then the additional information is Rain. I love you too, Rain. What's your question? What would you constitute as your perfect dream game? No holds barred. Throw in as much as you want. She loves me. I think that's a yes. Saying you're a woman repellent is woman repellent. I'm not gonna lie. What would constitute as my perfect dream game? Fantasy, open world, RPG. That I feel like I'm about to just describe Final Fantasy Online, but Final Fantasy Online is not my dream game. Yeah, I don't. And even then, like, my want of like MMO is limited, right? Because I do want it to be multiplayer. I want, honestly, my dream game is an open world RPG single player game that gets updates for the rest of life. That's actually what it is. That's what it is. It just never ends. For the rest of my life, there will be updates to this game. Sometimes small updates, sometimes ginormous updates, just a never-ending updated game. Which is unrealistic. But that is my dream. That is my dream. Like, if Skyrim, when I finished Skyrim, if Skyrim had just kept coming out with updates, right? Had just kept coming with, like, more and more and more and more and more and more, instead of, like, making us wait 8 years in between games, that would be my dream. That would be my dream. I love it. Game would be so huge. It would be unplayable on 90% of computers. Like, it's not realistic, but that would be my dream. Then just get in, play your stakes. I think I jumped to that question post within minutes of it being posted. Hell yeah. But that would be my dream game. It would be unrealistic and unplayable. But if you're saying no holds barred, it would be an open world RPG that just got updates for the rest of eternity. Oh, again, guys, if you're on YouTube, please ask your questions through the Q&A function. I will not be answering any questions in either chat until I have gone through all of the forum questions and the people that did the Q&A function on YouTube. We got a fun Fey for one NASA PC. No. Final Fantasy is online if it wasn't Final Fantasy Online. Yeah, Final Fantasy Friend Swap. Game would be so huge. What's your question? You found a magic lamp with a genie inside it. What do you wish for? Be careful, there's a monkey's paw. You found a magic lamp with a genie in it? Be careful, there's a monkey's paw? I don't know. If I'm wishing for something selfish, I would wish for money that just magically appeared through perfectly legal means and is legal tender. That's what I would wish for. That's what I would wish for. Yeah, I don't understand what the monkey paw has to do with it, but that's what's up. If I'm wishing for something non-selfish, you gotta say US dollars. I don't give a fuck if it's US dollars. As long as it is the US dollar equivalent to multiple millions, it can be in whatever currency. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. If they give me $1 million USD worth of Vietnamese dong, that's a lot of fucking bills, but like, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I want. Someone donate her in euros. All right, let me go to next question. But if I wanted something not selfish, I would wish for, like, like to end world hunger, for no one to be homeless, things like that. I don't know. This question is WYR. I don't know what WYR means. Oh, would you rather? Just kidding. Have 10 cats or be very allergic to fur? I'm already very allergic to cats, so I guess I would prefer to just be allergic to fur, because I'm already allergic to cats. Monkey paw just means it'll arrive in a way that is detrimental to you. Example, inheritance. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. You can convert foreign currency to USD and vice versa. Yeah. But yeah, I'm already very allergic to cats, so I would just I would rather have I guess I would take being allergic to fur because I'm already allergic to cats. Okay, at the risk of NSFW, I read this question before. It's not NSFW, we're fine. If impreg was real and you had the final say in how it worked, do you subject them to hyena birth or do babies get the misfortune of being shat out? In my mind, right? In my mind, all impregs would just unfortunately have to be C-sections. That's how it would work. I don't know how hyena birth works. All impregs would just have to be C-sections. That's a question, alright. Well, Gamp, hi. Hyena birth is dangerous for hyenas. Yeah, so we don't want that. So, every impreg is safe, what's it called? Safe C-sections. I'm allergic to cats. Oh, that's okay. Me too. They tear out the pseudopean and it has a massive risk of infection and death. Yeah, I don't want that. Oh, that's certainly something. What's your question? Find soulmate or become the best banjo player. Any additional information? The soulmate doesn't love you back automatically and you don't get a banjo. What the fuck? So I can find my soulmate, but my soulmate does not love me back. Or I can be the best banjo player to ever exist, but I don't get to start off with a banjo. Huh. I think I'd want to be the best banjo player ever. Even if a banjo's expensive. I would do a rent-to-own program. I'd do a rent-to-own program for my banjo. And yeah, that's what I'd do. I don't think I'd want to find a soulmate. I don't think I'd want to, if there is a soulmate out there for me, I don't want to know who the soulmate is. I'd rather just find them organically. Does it suck to find my soulmate and then them not love me? Or what if I find them and they suck? So yeah, I'd rather be the best banjo player. Banjos are surprisingly expensive, by the way, at least for what you'd assume a banjo would cost. Okay, what's your question? Be one of the lions or be a level 1 starter Pokemon? And then it's 1 billion lions versus all Pokemon. I'd rather be a level 1 starter Pokemon. Your soulmate sucks and it's not your soulmate, methinks. 67, thank you so much for picking up your order. Okay, so in this situation, if it's 1 billion lions versus all Pokemon, would you rather be a lion or a level 1 starter Pokemon? I would rather be a level 1 starter Pokemon, but I'm only accepting Chikorita. That's it. This question is just almost anything, question mark? I don't know what that means. The Pokemon went anyways, the lions are just rage bait answers. For some reason I can't click on the pen message, just clicks on the message under it. Oh. Well, you can also you can also ask a question through the Google form. You can also ask a question through there if the Q&A button on YouTube's not working. There you go. Yeah, this question just says almost anything, question mark, and I don't know what that means, so I'm going next, because the additional information section had nothing filled out. Okay. This question is, how should I go about asking a girl if they're interested in exploring a romantic relationship with me? There's a lot of context and a lot of notes. Oh, the form said ask me almost anything. Yeah. Yeah, that's not really, yeah, almost anything. Because you can't ask me anything NSFW or against Twitch TOS. Okay, let's see. Context. I met this woman during various community meetups at a game shop. We've chatted several times. I consider us friends, like light friends. We've had moments of just us playing games instead of others. Don't want to wait so long to point of hanging out with her outside of shop and risk just giving impression of wanting friendship, but also unsure if she'd be up for a date or not, since she may see me as just a guy who's fine with being a friend with a girl rather than trying to hook up with her. Note, feelings only developed recently. Wasn't like I saw her and only chatted because I wanted to hook up. I say developed after our first game, gaming alone together. Her little quirks were so adorable. Though one to approach in a way to give assurance can still be the guy friend if she's a romantic interest. Can be hard to read any romantic interest when often surrounded by other energetic adults playing board games. Okay, let's say. I would say. First, make sure she's single. And if she's single, make sure that she's interested in whatever your gender is. And then I would just say, just be like, hey, so-and-so, I really enjoyed hanging out with you at the game shop. I have a lot of fun when we're hanging out together. I wanted to know if you would be interested in going on a date with me. If not, it's completely fine. I'm happy just being friends. Because I think it's really important that, because I think it's if you actually have a lesbian or whatever, just nod and move on. Yeah. But I think it's really important, like, as a girl that has had guy friends ask me out, and then I don't want to say not take no for an answer, but they, like, I've had guy friends ask me out, and when I'm like, hey, I'm just, like, really not interested in you that way, they've been like, well, why don't we just give it a shot? No. If they say no, the answer's no. It's just no. It's absolutely just no. If they say no, it's no. Right? If they say no. If they don't say yes, it is no. If it's not an explicit yes, I'd love to, that would be great, that would be nice, it's a no. Okay? And no is not an invitation to push. I don't care about any of that bullshit. Oh, they're playing hard to get. If they're playing hard to get, don't. It's not worth it. It's literally not worth it. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, maybe equals no. The only thing that is a yes is a yes, right? But if you, like, I think it's just really important to be like, hey, no pressure. I've just really enjoyed spending time with you. I wanted to know if I could take you out on a date. If not, I completely understand, and I would still love to be friends. Like, I think that is just, like, the least amount of pressure ever. Hyper Hurricane, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. I think that's, like, the best way. It's the least amount of pressure, right? Because then you're saying, like, I want, like, this is what I would like. I understand if you don't want to do that, and I want you to know nothing is going to change. I think those are, like, three, like, nothing's going to change if you say no. I think those are, like, if you check all those boxes, like, you're going about it the right way, right? Because you're asking your question, you're giving them within that question the, like, the option to say no, and letting them know they can say no without consequences. So I think that's, like, the perfect structure to build it. Would you like to go out? It's okay if not, and we will still be friends no matter what. You don't have to do it in that order, right? Those 3 points can be, like, mixed around, right? Be like, hey, I wanted to ask you something, and I wanted to let you know that it is completely okay if you say no. Nothing is going to change between us. Would you like to go out? Like, you can do those, as long as you hit all 3 of those bullet points in any structure, you're doing fine. Also, for the record, what's your advice if they say no initially? Then, like, a lot of time passes and they ask you out this time. Yeah, if they say no initially, it's just a no. Just move on. Be like, hey, I completely understand. Thanks so much for, like, you know, answering me. And if they ask you out later, then it's up to you. Because if they ask, like, because I'm just a firm believer, if someone asks you out and they say no, it's no. It's no. It's no forever until they say otherwise, right? If you ask the question and they say no, the ball is in their court, right? If they change their mind and they want to go out with you, it is their responsibility then to ask you out. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for picking up your order. Hi. Hyper Hurricane. Hi. Nice meeting you. Twisted. Hi. Can you get me an RTX 5090? No, I don't have a 5090. What? Hi, Laughing Stock. Tempuni, hi. Welcome. For anyone that's just coming in, I'm doing an Ask Me Anything. If you're on YouTube, I have got an Ask Me Anything Q&A bubble, pinned, or not pinned, but like floating, whatever, at the top or the bottom of the chat. If you're over here on Twitch, I have got an Ask Me Anything pinned at the top with a link to a Google form. I'm answering everything that is submitted from the Google form or in the Q&A bubble of YouTube or Twitch, whatever, respectively. First, and after we've done all those, I will go through, I will answer things that are sent in chat. If you ask if anything in chat in between me finishing these other things, it's not going to get answered. So if you want to for sure have your question answered, submit it through the proper areas. I'm amazing. You're such a good girl. There you go. There's your good girl redeem. Okay, sorry for the troll. No, it's okay. It's okay. But yes. But that is my advice for the how should I go about asking a girl out. Hit the 3 points. Ask. Give them the option to say no. Reassure them. If you do all 3 of those things, you should be safe. And if they get upset with you and you still did that, that's not someone you want to be friends with. Bye Q. Bye Q. I was gonna say QT7. Bye 67. Have fun. Okay. Oh my, I like the advice. Thank you. Shark, hi, how are you? Okay. Next question. Been hanging out with this woman online, and while she is a good pal, what would you suggest is a good way to do a face reveal to her in order to gauge if I look attractive at all to her? There is no additional information to this. And okay, let me answer the question first and then tell you what I think. We don't mention how my streak was broken. Oh no, but thank you for the 5-stream watch, Streak Twisted. I didn't know you were gonna deepen your voice. But okay, I would just say, if you just want to know something, I would just be like, I have an important job, and I guess don't lie, but it's someone online. You don't really know this person. If you want the easiest answer, you shouldn't lie, but if you want the easiest answer, just be like, I'm going to a job interview. Do you think this shirt looks better or this shirt? Yeah, or I'm shopping. Do you think this looks better on me or this looks better on me? And just send her a photo of you wearing 2 different shirts. Fully clothed, obviously. But yeah. And then if she thinks that you're attractive, she'll just say something. She'll be like, she'll be like, oh, I like this one. Also, you're really handsome or something like that. Or just go get a trim for your hair and be like, what do you think? Be like, I got my hair trimmed today. What do you think? But also I would say that if one of my internet friends sent me a photo of them randomly and was asking, am I attractive? I would be uncomfortable. So, to be fair, if one of my friends sent me a selfie, I'd never say they didn't look good. But if my friend sent me a selfie and I didn't think they looked good, I would just answer their question. Right? So if my friend sent me a photo of them wearing two different photos of them wearing different shirts, being like, which shirt looks better? I would be like, this one looks better. If I thought they looked good, if I thought they were attractive, I'd be like, damn, you look good in both, but I think this one, That's how I would say it. But my next question is, my next point is also, why? My mom. Yeah, my next question is just, why do you want, oh, Mamma Mia, why did that get translated? Yeah, my next question is just, why? Because I feel like if you're trying to figure out if you guys are romantically interested in one another, it would kind of just naturally happen. So this does make it seem like it's maybe one-sided at this point. And I gotta mute to clear my throat. Dying. Okay. Next question. I struggle to make time for myself to have fun. Do you have advice on how to motivate oneself to just relax and do fun activities rather than working? Oh, welcome back, Bus. I I mean, I would just say like, oh, sorry, I feel like I need to burp. No, I think I'm okay. As far as, oh, thank you so much for following, Spectral Dude. Thank you. Yeah, as far as like, I struggle to make time for myself. Do you have any advice on how to motivate oneself to just relax and do fun activities rather than working? I would say just like plan out a schedule, right? Just like be like, okay, Saturdays from noon to 5, that is my fun time. I'm muting my phone. I'm like logging out of my work email. I'm logging out of my personal email, like whatever. And from noon to 5 p.m., like this is what I am doing. I'm doing something that I wanted to do today, whether that be just fucking doom scroll Twitter, play video games, watch some of the videos on your watch later on YouTube, binge a series, you know, something like that. Like that's the best thing I can do. Like I can think to tell you is just to tell yourself like from this time to this time, I am doing something for me. I'm doing something for myself. I'm having a good time. And like I said, just turn your phone off. Just turn your phone off. Wait, what? What? What is the wait what? But yeah, if you're asking how to motivate oneself just to relax, it is just to tell yourself this time is for relaxing, this time is me time. Yeah, that's my advice for that. Can you lose the game for me real quick? Fuck you! Whoever asked this question. I lost the game. Okay, I lost the game and so did all of you. Oh, Froker, hi. I lost the game. Salutations. God damn it. Damn it. God damn it. You can't give up on the game. It stays with you forever. Okay, anyways, chat. I lost the game, and all of you also lost the game. Okay, you've got like 30 minutes to think about the game before you can lose again. I've forgotten for so long. The oldest fuck meme? Yes, the oldest fuck meme. You've all lost. You've all lost. Oh my god. I hate... not me! I didn't ask this question. I'm just reading it. Great, that was on my face stream requirements. Whoever did that. A friend and I were going hard at each other with the game that just seeing each other's names would instantly make us lose. I was keeping track in a text file. 30-minute cooldown for another loss. I just knew I couldn't bring it up too early. Oh my god, Quartz, it was you! Oh. For anyone that doesn't know what the game is, because we're all allowed to think about it right now, I'm hopefully going to introduce some new people to it. Where is it? Where's the... I used to have it on lock, and I don't have it on OBS anymore. Here it is. Save image. This is the one that I know. There's probably different ones, but this is the game meme that I know. I'm gonna put it in the top corner of the stream the entire time. That's where it's gonna sit. I accept eternal defeat. Oh my goodness. But for anyone that doesn't know what the game meme is, I'll read it to you. So now you're all playing. Congratulations! You are now playing the game, if you weren't already. The game is very simple. You are always playing the game. You cannot win. You cannot lose. You lose whenever you remember the game. Whenever you remember the game, you have to announce out loud, I lose. After you lose, you have 30 minutes during which you can remember the game without losing. As soon as you mention the game to anyone, they begin playing as well. The goal of the game is to have everyone on Earth playing. The game. You just lost it. There you go. That's the game, for anyone that doesn't know. So, fuck you! With love. But yeah. Put that away. I'll say, what is my question? My question is different. I respect whoever did that. Okay. What fossils in your audience? Hyper Hurricane, gotta say your voice is super lovely. Oh, thank you. Put that away, Duke Nukem. That's the worst thing. There's worse things in the game, by the way. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. I'll hide it. Don't worry, I'll hide it. There you go, chat. Fucking shit, the goddamn game. I'm a sailor. Hi, hi. Welcome in. We're all losing. Hooray. God fucking damn it. Okay. Hello. There's a streamer I like, and we have gotten along well. What would you recommend is a good soft approach to seeing if there's any romantic interest? Additional information. No, I am not one of those tier 3 simps mass donating and taking her thanks as actual interest. We chatted on and off stream. Yeah, my biggest advice to you is just don't. I'm not gonna provide advice on this one, because this is my worst nightmare. Personally, this is my worst nightmare. We are not in your shoes. We are not in your DMs. We are not in your chats. I don't know. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat. I do not know what your conversations look like. I do not know what your relationships look like. So I cannot say with 100% that you are not the one rare, 1 in a million viewer that she actually does want to date. I cannot say that, right? I can't say that. I don't know that. But I can say this is my personal worst nightmare is that, like, someone that is a viewer of mine that I have, like, I don't DM really anyone. I have like 1 or 2 people that I have an open conversation with about like specific things. If any of them asked me out, like for real, like not for the bit, not for the meme, like that is like my worst nightmare. So I'm not in your shoes. I don't know, you know. I don't know what your relationship looks like or what your DMs look like. I can only speak for myself, and I'm not gonna give you any advice because this is my worst nightmare. So, again, like I said, I'm not saying you couldn't be the exception, but I will not be contributing to it. YouTube questions when I get to question 15 of the Twitch questions, then I will answer the YouTube Q&A questions. Scary, completely understandable. Yeah, again, like, I don't think that we should put any assumptions on whoever asked this question, right? Because, like, we do not know their situation, right? Like, they really could just have that relationship with this person, and you and I, we don't know, right? So I'm not gonna judge them for feeling this way or for asking this question. I'm just telling you what my personal feelings would be if I was the person you were talking about, right? So, Galahad, hi. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Amazing. Oh, that's empty. I stepped away for a bit, but did she reject chat or something? No. I didn't reject chat because I can't date anyone because I belong to all of you. So I would never directly reject chat as a whole. I would just reject individual advances because it wouldn't be fair to any one person. See? I was just giving advice. I stepped away for a bit to check times. It pays hours. Yeah, exactly. I'm the collective. I belong to the cafe. I belong to the cafe and all my guests. Okay, let me answer one more. You look like angel food cake. Thank you. Mine will kill you. I'm gonna ask one more question, one more Google Forms question, then I'll look at the YouTube questions. I'm in love with this emo. Hi, Ninja Turtle. Let's see. And okay, then the question on the Google form before you switch to YouTube questions, and then we'll come back to the Google form questions. Is what is your preferred way of handling back pain caused by your chest if it does cause you any? I'm actually pretty lucky. Despite being relatively busty, I don't have a lot of back pain directly due to my chest. I have shoulder pain. is what I have. I feel like my shoulders hunch forward, like, to compensate sometimes. I don't know. No, I'm gonna read more of the Google ones. Yeah. I'm just gonna switch over. Because when we started, there was about 15 questions on Google Forms. Now there's like 30. And so I'm just gonna alternate between the two. Oh, I thought the lore was "we are yours" from the yandere thing. Yeah, all of you are mine. All of you are mine. So I can't belong to any one of you. Because all of you are mine, and therefore I am all of yours. Oh, hi, Coconut. Yes, despite being relatively busty, I am fortunate enough to not have too much back pain. It's like a little discomfort, but it's not like pain. You want a reminder to unprivate the VOD later because we're in chatting? Oh, yes, please. Thank you, Frost. Gotta defend myself. But that's illegal. Raid doesn't care. Oh, damn it. Did I get another owner? Yeah, you did. Welcome. Alright, I'll let you know. Thank you. She's ours, so but Anthem starts playing. Rain timed me out during the birthday stream because I said I love rain. Sigh. Okay. So now let me answer the YouTube questions real quick. Okay. Can you make my drink idea official, please? Stuff is on the community post with my profile photo. Let me go look. I'm gonna be real, chat. I don't check my community post super often on YouTube because I kind of forget that it's a thing. I don't even know how to get there. It's on my page, right? If I go to my channel. Post? No. How do I get there? Oh, community. Okay, official prices and ingredients for coffee ideas. Monday special, 4 shots of espresso, 3 shots of French vanilla, and cinnamon. Great way to make Monday a little more bearable. Only $2.45 a cuppa. Extra ingredients is 25 cents to charge. We're not putting 3 shots of French vanilla in a 4 shot of espresso drink. We are not almost 1-to-1ing espresso and French vanilla. That is so much sugar. But I do like the Monday special being 4 shots of espresso. Heartstopper, 2 containers of the world's strongest coffee, 2 shots of caramel, pay before drinking, ID required, only $3.99 a cuppa. Extra ingredient is $1 charge. This post is sponsored by Fey's Cafe. At Fey's Cafe, you get good coffee for cheap. Come now, and we might give you a complimentary muffin with your coffee, free of charge, but only for limited time, so be quick. Fey's Cafe, best place to start the day. Some slogan I made. I hope this can be used by Fey one day. That's cute. I don't know if we can 1-to-1 make those drinks official, but I think we're on the right. Track. Do you call people good girl in your normal voice too, or only the mommy voice? I can do the normal voice if that's what you want. I typically do mommy, but if someone wants it in the normal voice, I can do that too. Like, amazing. You're such a good girl. Who wants a free holy water redeem? Me, you got it. Here's your holy water. Oh, boss, open your mouth. Say, There you go. That's for you. Call Uma a good girl here. Oh my god. Uma, who's such a good girl? There you go. That was awful. Thank you for the uwu voice, Rain. I'm really sorry, Uma. Tsundere or yandere? Pick your poison. I would rather have a tsundere, personally. Can you get me an RTX 5090? No, I don't even have an RTX 5090. What's your favorite ASMR video you've done? I like the really dark, crazy ones. I think the one where you're blinded in the basement is my favorite one that I've done because I worked so incredibly hard on the sound effects on that one. I think that's my favorite. I worked really, really hard on the sound effects on that one, and I think they turned out really well. I'll make your back stronger. She's oh no, now I must make the USSR Fey art, yes. Dude, that one was the first one I discovered you and is also my favorite. Aw, I'm glad. We can fix that throne. I am over the moon. But yes, okay, that was all the YouTube questions. I'm gonna go back to Google Forms. Let's see. I got a big yawn. Nom, 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 nom. My faves are the Lamia audios. Oh, that's fair. I did, what is it? The one Lamia audio where I start off like staring at them and I like slither towards them. I really enjoyed making the sound effects to that one too. I really enjoyed doing the sound effects to that one. Let's see. This question is, how did you meet Lily? For anyone that does not know, Lily is my roommate. Also my landlord. She owns the house that I live in. We've been friends for most of my adult life. Sorry, I burped. She's my best friend forever and ever and ever. One day, many years from now, when I decide to have children, like Lily will be the godmother of my children. So that's who Lily is. I played Fierce to Fathom with her the other day. Love her, love Lily. She's a cute little vampire VTuber. I love her. Is Lamia pronounced like Lamia or Lamia? I've been told it was pronounced Lamia. So that's why I pronounce it that way. But I don't know. How did I meet her? It's actually really funny. My friends wanted to do a group cosplay to a convention. And we needed one more person to fill in. And we convinced her to go, because she and I weren't friends. We had met maybe once before. We convinced her to come with us because we thought it would be fun. And we thought that she would enjoy it. And so she decided to go to the convention with us. And at one point, while everyone else was doing something else, she and I were just hanging out and we got to talking and we both realized that we were really, really, really big fans of Naruto and Sasuke fanfiction. And so then we started talking about Naruto and Sasuke fanfiction and Haikyuu. We both really liked the anime Haikyuu. So we started talking about Naruto and Sasuke fanfiction. And then we realized that both of us really, really loved this one author of Naruto and Sasuke fanfiction. Her name is Kizu Katana. And then we bonded over that. And we have kind of just been friends since. And that friendship developed into best friends. And now I would kill someone for her. And that's how we met. We went to a convention together. We went to a convention, like an out-of-state convention together, where there was 6 of us staying in this hotel room, and it was 2 couples. So like 2 of our friends and their partners, and then she and I. And we were like, well, everyone else is coupled up for the weekend. So I guess we're girlfriends for the weekend. And we went around the convention and stuff together. So that is the foundation of Lily and I's friendship. Sasuke and Naruto fanfiction, and pretending to be girlfriends at an anime convention because everyone else there was in a relationship. Yeah, we were platonic girlfriends for the weekend. Yes. I'm actually pretty sure I did kiss her at one point on that weekend, but I also kissed one of our other friends that was there who was in a relationship, so. Girls just kind of kiss each other, chat. Girls just kind of kiss each other platonically. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, girls kiss each other a lot, so like, yeah, it's whatever. I think I've kissed most of my girlfriends. Let's see. Yeah. I think there's only like one of my like close girlfriends that I haven't kissed. I don't make out with any of them, right? Like, it's not like I like put my tongue in their mouths. It's just like pecks, you know? Like, you're like, you're a little drunky and you're like, can I have a kiss? And your friend's like, yeah, you can have a kiss. And you go, mwah. And then you guys go back to drinking your drinks. Are they comfortable with that? I'm assuming so. Any of my girlfriends that are in relationships will usually ask first. I'll be like my friend that I had kissed that was dating someone, I looked at her boyfriend and I was like, if your girlfriend's okay with it, can I kiss your girlfriend? And he was like, yeah, sure. And then I looked at my friend, I go, can I give you a kiss? And she's like, yeah. And then you go, mwah, and that's it. So yeah, don't worry, we kiss the homies too. Girls kiss each other a lot, so I guess whatever. Are they comfortable with that? Yeah, just, you always ask permission. Like, I've never just randomly kissed one of my friends. any of my girlfriends that I've given little pecks to, I have always asked first, or they have always asked me. Girls are really kiss girls more times than guys, true. I can sense Rain getting jealous by a second. Ain't consent great. On God, I kiss my homies every night. It may not be fully official, but at least she's considered. Bro, I think that's you and not girls in general. But yeah, girls love kissing the homies. Let's see. What's your question? Would you see yourself driving a pickup truck, specifically a 1998 to 2001 Dodge Ram 1500? I'd rather die than drive a pickup truck. When I grew up in the country, chat, and so I grew up in the country, and so when I got my first car, my grandparents were, I was very, very fortunate. My grandparents bought me my first car. It was not a new car. It was an old car. It had a lot of miles on it. I was very fortunate. But they bought me my first car, and they asked if they could get me a truck because they felt safer with me driving a truck. And I was like, no, I'd rather not. I was like, I'll drive whatever you guys get me because like I'm just thankful to have a car. But if you're asking me seriously, I would rather not have a vehicle than drive a truck because I don't like big vehicle. I drive a tiny little car, chat. I drive a tiny little car. And I was very fortunate that they got me a tiny little car, so. But, yes, I was like, no, please, no, I don't want big vehicle. Sorry, yawning. My dream vehicle is an old Dodge Ram, but that's okay. That's okay. You can drive whatever you want. I'll keep driving my little tiny car. I love my little car. Question. That's so real. I had a Civic. Yeah, my first car was a Toyota Scion. They don't even make Scions anymore. They just recycled them into other Toyotas. Let's see. What was your dream job as a kid? My dream job as a kid was probably... I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a singer when I was a kid. I was like, I'm gonna grow up and be a singer. I didn't have like a specific genre. Probably country music, just because that's all I listened to when I was like a little tiny kid. But one time, okay, story time with Fey, and why I no longer dream of being a singer. One time I think I always wanted to be a singer as a kid, and I think internally I always held to that dream up until I was in middle school. And one time I was like laying on the couch or something like that, and my grandma was like outside, and like the windows were open because this is summer, and I was singing a very hard song to sing on the couch. I'm actually pretty sure it was I Hope You Dance. I hope you never lose your sense of wonder, to feel the heat and always keep that thunder. Like, whatever it goes. I was singing that song on the couch with, like, my headphones on, so I probably wasn't singing it very well, because, like, I wasn't trying to be in tune or something. But my grandma comes in and goes, "What is that noise? What is that racket? What was that?" And from that moment on, I was like, I'm an awful singer, and I will never sing again. And I don't think, in her defense, I don't think she knew. I don't think she knew that I was singing. And like I said, I intentionally don't think I was singing well. But from that moment on, I was like, never again. I didn't take choir the next year. I was in choir at that point in time. I dropped out of choir the next semester. Because I was like, no. I was like, never mind. Yeah. and to this day, that is why, chat, when you guys are really nice and sweet to me, and you're like, oh, Faye, like, your singing is nice. That's why I don't believe you. Plot twist, she really did hear some loud, awful noise other than you singing. You just assumed it was your singing. Maybe. I did not hear any other noise. The TV was not on. There was nothing else on. Bye-bye, Laughing Stock. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, my dream job as a kid was a singer. And I ended up not being a singer because I had middle school trauma. If it means anything, your siren audio is not bad at all. Aw, well, thank you, Teal. That's very sweet. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, that is why I'll never be a singer. Damn, I would pay for you to take lessons if I were wealthy. Get you that confidence back up. No, it's okay. It's okay. I have gotten comfortable enough with singing that, like, I go to karaoke and you have to rip the mic away from me, you know? So I've gotten comfortable with it enough. Okay, what is your favorite lightsaber color? I like the purple one. I like the purple light stick because I like to be different. Yeah, I like the purple one. Mine's red. Nice. I thought you'd just like the green. Nah, green's too boring. Purple's fire. Maybe your singing was too good. Your brain tuned out. I don't know. There's an explosion nearby. You just couldn't hear it. Mine's red. Thought you like green. Purple's fire. Yeah, I like the purple one. Do it clap your hands? Yes. I don't think my butt claps. I know, like, some people can clap with, like, their butt. Mine does not clap. I can clap with my thighs and with my tits, though. I think it's basically Samuel Jackson Tyrese of her purple lightsaber, too, yeah. If it does, we won't find it out here. I can try. Hold on. No, I'll try. I don't think it does. My butt does, in fact, twerk, but it does not clap. What an interesting thing to hear coming into stream. No, it does not clap. My ass is not fat enough to clap. I don't know how people do it. Oh, Ryu, hi, welcome in. What an interesting thing to hear coming into stream. Hi. That made my day. Faye ain't dummy thick. My thighs are dummy thick. Hold on. That's my thigh. And those are my boobs. So... But I don't think my ass claps quite like that. My ass is very firm. Shockwaves. Oh, there you go. OMG. Shockwaves. I was really surprised when I could make it clap a bit with my ass as a man. I was not expecting all that from that question. That's okay. Someone has to do a clap and they said your hands. And then the additional information is I can clap. I can clap too. This is my hands. There you go. My butt does not clap, though. I wish it did. I don't know how to make it clap. I feel like I have enough back there that it could clap. I don't know. I don't know how people do it. Can you clap with your feet? Yeah, hold on. Let me... I gotta lean back. Okay, this is my feet. There you go. Ugh. I'm scooting my chair back. Let's see. This question is, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good and you have an amazing rest of the weekend. Aw, thank you. I am doing good. How can I not be doing good when I'm here with you guys? No, it was licking a foot. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Okay. What are your top 5 favorite desserts?
For extra clapping LOL.
I'm done. Thank you, Teal. Thanks for the videos, Baze. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Okay. What are your top 5 favorite desserts? Number 1, cheesecake. Cheesecake, number 1. Number 2, strawberry shortcake with whipped cream frosting. You can do it by going up and down on your tippy toes real quick. Oh, to do my butt? Okay, I'll try it in a second. Ain't no way I said she ain't thick like she... She's built like Emma Frost from Rivals. Okay. Yeah, number 1, cheesecake. Number 2, strawberry shortcake. Number 3, strawberry ice cream. Number 4, probably brownies. Chocolate chip brownies. Number 5, chocolate chip cookies. Add your desserts on throne then. What do you mean? I think Rivals Emma's too muscular to make it clap. Maybe. Hold on. Okay, so if I go up and down on my tippy toes really quickly, that's supposed to make your butt clap? Hold on. I feel like my butt's too firm. Okay, going up and down on my tippy toes just makes my boobs shake. Hold on. My window is open. I've just got my full ass out right now. No, I don't think I can do it. Hold on. Are there chocolate chips in a brownie really doing anything since it's kind of made of chocolate already? Yes, it actually makes a huge difference. Hold on. I can feel my butt shaking, but it's not clapping. I think it might be too firm. Tippy toe thing sounds more like an exercise for calves. I don't know. I can like... No. Can I? Yeah, I think my butt goes more out, like left to right, than it does front to back. You know? I have like large hips. So like my butt is wide. But I don't think it doesn't do it front to back. Which I think front to back wide is kind of what you need to make them clap. Thigh clap redeemed for 5K would be funny. That's my thighs. I wonder where Rain is and all this. Local news cafe owner tries to clap her cheeks with windows open. Thigh clap redeemed for 5K would be funny. Pics. Traffic is stopping, looking through the window. No, I live in a really quiet neighborhood. I'm fine. Pics. You can see pics of my thighs and my ass looking like Emma Frost on twitter.com/Farah Arista NSFW. And then if you scroll far enough, there's my ass and legs. Yeah, there you go. Lily in the room next door wondering why you're clapping so much. Nah, Lily's out today. Yeah, those are my top 5 favorite desserts. I don't know how I would add a dessert to Throne. Thighs are now too firm. My powers are gone. Sorry, I'm playing fucking Minecraft. Okay, next question. Oh, hold on. Do you guys want to see something I am considering on getting? I might put this on Throne. Hold on. Mo Bunny, Emma Frost. I don't even play Rivals, but because when people ask what I look like and I just compare my statue or like my figure to Emma Frost from Marvel Rivals, I am thinking of buying this, maybe putting it on Throne, we'll see, and then taking photos in it and putting it on my NSFW Twitter. Oh my god. No, Froker! Fey tax isn't real, it can't hurt you.
For the Fey tax
it can't hurt
coin.
you. God, thank you so much, but Fey tax isn't real. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what I'm thinking of getting. Emma Frost. It's kind of expensive though. This is like one of their more expensive outfits, which is the only reason I'm like, maybe I don't. Oh my god, no! Oh, TL, you already gave biddies. No, keep your money! Stop giving me money, keep your money. Okay, hold on. Save image. Save. Sorry, this is like so unrelated to like the Ask Me Anything. But I saw this literally last night and I was like, oh my god, I should get this and take photos for NSFW Twitter. Let's see, where is it? Look at this, chat. Look at this. Give me next year, then I can. No, it's okay. No one has to buy it. I can probably buy it for myself if I get this job. Or when I get my first paycheck from from a new job. Look at it! It's Emma Frost inspired. Mo Bunny is like a brand that makes like lewd cosplays that are inspired by like characters' official outfits. And so this is their Emma Frost one. They sell her boots too. But yeah, cute. Hi, cute Mimi. Cute mama. That's really cool, but isn't she tall? Okay, I can't do anything about my height, okay? I can't change my height. I can't change my height. So, no, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting it. They sell her, but it's an expensive cosplay because like Emma Frost, her boots are like just as iconic right? And so like the costume is probably like $70 after shipping. Like $70 includes shipping. But then like the shoes are like another $50, and you know you have to get like a wig. So I don't know. We'll see though. Oh no worries. Have a good look, Teal. We'll see though. We'll see. Okay. Back to question. Just wear really big heels or like a perspective shoot. That's true. Okay. How to get better at Moira. I got a really cool skin and I want to learn from the best. I'm not the best Moira. I just play a lot of her. Honestly, I think with Moira, it's just knowing the best advice I can give you is if you're in a 1v1, always throw a healing orb. You might like the other person might get away, but at least you won't die. Anytime I've been in a 1v1 with any character, I have always regretted throwing a damage orb instead of a healing orb. If you're in a 1v1, always throw the healing orb unless you know with 100% certainty you're going to win. And even then, you never know what they might do. So, or like if a healer might come in and help them. So I would say like 99% of the time, you should always throw a healing orb instead of a damage orb in a 1v1. The best way, okay, this isn't necessarily how to get better at Moira, but if you want your teammates to not yell at you, always prioritize a healing instead of damage. Like, it just is. You can do all the damage you want so long as you have the top healing in the game. But if you don't at least have top healing in the game, you're gonna get called DPS Moira, and that shit pisses me off. Let's say for some reason eat an entire damage orb worth of damage. Yeah. And on 1v1, always bet on Kaido. Moira is a flex support, so balancing healing and damage is key. Yeah. Yeah, in a 1v1, always throw a healing orb. And then learn how to use your fade really well. If you go to like the workshop maps or the arcade maps or whatever they're called, there's a really good one on Rialto right now that is a Moira parkour, and you have to like fade in between points. I suggest doing that a bunch. I was doing it the other day, and I have like 300 hours on Moira, right? I was doing it the other day and like I was struggling. So like doing Moira parkours and knowing like what your fade range and jump range with fade is really important. Also learning how to like bounce the balls like off of walls versus throwing them directly into the team is like really useful. I will say sometimes I feel like the balls do not follow physics properly. Like the trajectory in which they bounce doesn't make sense. But a lot of times they still do work out pretty well. So yeah, that's my biggest advice. When in doubt, throw a healing orb. The healing orb is never going to do you dirty, right? Maybe the person's going to get away, but at least you or maybe one of your teammates won't die. Always prioritize the healing orb. When in doubt, healing orb. Make sure you're never doing more damage than you're doing healing. Learn how to fade really well. And learn how to bounce orbs. That's my advice for Moira. I'm not the best Moira in the world, but if I had to give you advice, that's the advice I'd give you. Let's see. How do I become a great content creator like you? I mean, I think number one, I don't think I'm that great, but I think it really just depends on the type of content that you want to do. Like, if you don't want to do, like, ASMR and, like, audio role plays, like, you shouldn't be comparing yourself to me. You know? Like, if you're not going to create content in the same space that I created, outside of maybe just, like, VTubing and gaming, you shouldn't compare yourself to me. And honestly, when it comes to, like, gaming content, I don't have any advice to give you because I don't really make gaming content. I just stream games, right? The advice that any content creator is going to give you is if you're just streaming and you're not doing anything else, you're not gonna grow. Obviously, like I've been really lucky and I've had some really amazing, wonderful people that have just stumbled in from the For You page on Twitch that have stuck around and been awesome, and I'm very thankful for it. But that only happens because I'm already averaging like 15 to 20 people without people wandering in from the For You page, you know? So the best way to become like a good content creator, I guess, as far as like streaming, is to focus all of your time off, not on stream. Says, ask anything. What are the answers to the bar exam? When in doubt, choose C. Hello. Hi, Elias. That's my advice. That's the answer to the bar exam. When in doubt, choose C. But yeah, that's kind of the only advice I can offer you as far as like content creation. You should be spending more time making content, not streaming, than you should streaming. Which I don't follow the advice of, by the way, because I would rather have 20 people watching me and streaming things that I enjoy than having 100 people watching me but barely getting to stream. So, yeah. Lost, hi. I don't think that I don't think I'm a very good person to base how content creation should be off of. Because I think so much of my shit is just luck. It's like, I don't post like any short form content, and short form content is the way to grow. And it's also been like 3 weeks since I've posted anything on YouTube because depression, and I'm really afraid I'm gonna get in more trouble with YouTube. And my ban doesn't, or my strike on my channel doesn't go away until like August 8th or something like that. So, yes. Would you rather have wings or gills is the next question. And the answer to that is, well, let's hold on. There's more info. The wings let you fly and are the size of a bird's wings are for birds, but for humans. Okay, so they're like they're human wings. Okay. The gills allow you to breathe on land and water. Okay, well, gills don't allow you to breathe on land. That's not how gills work. That's why fish have to be in water. You are also faster at swimming. Nobody will come after you for being the only person able to do these things. I think I'd rather have gills. I think practicality-wise, I'd rather have gills. I would honestly rather have wings because I like the idea of being able to fly. But practicality-wise, I think I'd rather have gills. My advice for Minecraft, get hella lucky, depressed me too. But yeah, if I got to choose either of them, I think I'd want wings, but in practicality, I think I would rather have gills. Would you rather be forced to be a mecha girl or a magical girl to save the world? Magical girl. Sleeping with wings and getting wings clothes would suck shit. True, exactly. Yeah, I think I'd rather be a magical girl than a mecha girl. Sorry, I'm yawning. That's your question. I want to pick up smoking, not as a full-time thing, but as something I do once a week or a month. Do you think that's possible? I've been having a relatively stressful time the past year or so, so I'm looking for something to do temporarily to take the edge off. Cigarettes! No! Oh, bad! Look, as someone that loves hitting my pin, I don't think anyone should start smoking. I don't think anyone should start smoking. Smoking very bad for you. If you really need a vice, they make zins, they make edibles, they make alcohol. Therapy is a thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's totally fine to have a vice that lets you take the edge off, right? I love taking a little puff of my Benjamin and then doom queuing some Overwatch, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, you shouldn't try and pick up a vice, okay? If you want something to do that is just a little like, woo, to take the edge off, I'm not gonna fucking judge you. Like, I don't really care. I just don't recommend smoking specifically. I would say if you want to do nicotine, Zens. If you want to do schmarijuana, edibles. If you want to get a little drunky skunky, you know, seltzers. But yeah, I would say avoid smoking. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and preach. You shouldn't do anything, blah blah blah, to take the edge off. Whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and do that because I don't do that, and that would make me a hypocrite. Just, yeah, maybe don't do anything that fucks with your lungs. Maybe don't do anything that fucks with your lungs. And again, do everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Don't do it every day. Like you said you want to do it like once a week or a month. Do you think it's possible? As a person that used to smoke, don't. It's expensive. It's almost $10 for a pack where I'm at. Yeah, no vapes, no smokes. Someone had said just doing the one with the bubbles. The bubbles are fun, but I don't know about that either. Then you got to go to a hookah lounge and all that. But yeah. take consumables as opposed to smokables. That is my advice. Well, what does that mean? Can we have your son join the stream? The one who shat himself, please and thank you. My dog? What if you don't like gummies? Oh, I don't know what jockey bubbles are. I don't know what that is. What if you don't like gummies? They make other edibles. They make chocolate edibles. No, your son with a little stain? Oh, the little guy! I haven't brought him on in a while. I don't know where he's at. Hold on. I don't know where I don't have him. I don't have him easily accessible. I'm sorry, but I do love him. My little guy. The one that looks like Weiss. I love him. God, we need to finish Nier. I'm Viking. I got burnt out. Like the bubble blower cigs? Oh, like soap bubbles. Oh. What are you talking about? Like hookah. Okay. Next question. Oh, thank you for the coffee. Next question is, in Finland, men have to serve in the military once they turn 18 and graduate high school. I don't know if I'm going to study law. I don't know if I should go study law as soon as I'm done with military, or if I should serve a few years as a contract soldier after I'm done with my mandatory service. Both are dreams of mine. What do you think? I want to do both, but I'm afraid of other people my age get a head start in life if they go study at uni as soon as possible. I think it's really important to remember that, like, everyone is on their own path, right? And if you're asking me, I think personally what makes more sense is if you want to do an extra few years in the military after your mandatory service, I think that you should just do them concurrently, because just get it, like, just, you know, like, you're already there. You're already there. If it's something you really, really, really want to do, if you leave and then go to school, the likeliness of you going back reduces significantly. So I think if you're going to do it, you should just do them concurrently. Again, this is my personal opinion. You should do whatever the fuck you want, right? But personal opinion, you should just do them concurrently and then do school after. Comparison is the thief of joy. Just like that's a saying. So you cannot compare your journey to someone else's journey because the paths that you guys walked to get there, while similar, weren't the same. Right? Yeah, you guys might have both like gone to school, and you might have both gone to elementary school, middle school, high school, and then you're both going to go into the service, right? And then maybe your paths will branch there. Your paths branched 1,000,000 times before you got there, and you just didn't notice, right? So I don't think comparison is the thief of joy. And so you shouldn't worry about what other people are doing to determine what your path is. I mean, look at me. I'm starting school again in the fall to get a second degree because I got my first degree and then I didn't like it. And like when I tried doing stuff with it, I didn't like that stuff. I'm starting a new career after I've had 2 other careers that I've been on, right? Like no one's story is linear, and the stuff that you see on social media and like everything like that is not everything that is going on in their lives. So like, I know it's like really easy to say don't compare yourself, but genuinely don't. You have to do what's best for you. So that's my advice. Violet, hi. Comparing yourself to others just makes you sad. Do what makes you happy. If you want to do both, and just do what's harder to do later. Every day you make 100 choices anyways. Why is someone else's choice the thing that you're worried about? Yeah, so don't. I think that's a really valid fear and understandable and like relatable fear to have, being worried that they're going to get a head start, but just don't. I think it's understandable and it's valid, but like, it doesn't mean that just because it's understandable, just because it's valid, doesn't mean that it's like, I don't know what the right word is here. I want to say realistic. I don't think realistic is the right word, but yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that. Realistically, the practical approach is be as hard as you can on yourself without overwhelming yourself. You need to know your own willpower here. Most importantly, obviously, you want to gain as much as you can, as early as you can. I don't ask women out because I'm scared I'll get rejected. That's fair. Rejection is scary. But, you know, you can't get a yes if you don't risk getting a no. Anyone can nurture a myth about their life with enough manure, so if the grass looks greener on the other side of the fence, it's probably full of shit. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay. Let me... next question. How did you get so involved in nonprofit/charity work? I don't even think I'm that involved. When I was in college, I did some volunteer work, just because I had a friend that was like, oh yeah, like once a month I go volunteer at this thing. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Can I come? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then I did it a handful of times when I was in college. And then when I got out of college, I got busy with life. And I didn't really do any volunteer nonprofit work or anything like that. And I don't know. That's kind of it. Like, I was just... when it came time for my birthday, I know that people like to give money and things like that, or like gifts on Throne to like support streamers, which I think is really kind and really sweet. But I have a really hard time accepting things like that. Especially because I do like a subathon once a year, which is like more than enough support from my community. So I figured giving to people that need more than I need would just be a nice thing to do. So that's why we did the homeless bags for my birthday. And then the reason I volunteered at the homeless shelter is just because I had dropped the bags off and I was like, hey, do you guys need more volunteers? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll be here next Monday. And that's really it. There's not like, I don't even think I'm that deeply involved in nonprofit or charity work, but that is how I got started. And I was just like, why not? Someone told me about it and I was like, cool, can I come? And then I donated stuff and I was like, do you guys need help? And they were like, yeah. Let's see. Next question. Thank you for the hat. The next question is, what do you look for in romance? How dependent are you emotionally? How much do you want your partner to be dependent on you emotionally? How much passionate romance do you want to go on stylish, impressive dates or comfy home dates? What do you enjoy most about being in a romantic relationship, etc.? Aiming for mostly introspective questions. For me, I don't know. I haven't been in a relationship in such a long time. I think if you were to ask me, like, if I was to get into a relationship right now, what would I want? I'm a really independent person. So it's really important to me that my partner is really independent. I think it's really important that both people have dreams and goals they're working towards. And that doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be like something insane, right? The goal can be, I want to save $3,000 this year. And, you know, or it can be, I want to start running. I want to be able to run a mile in 8 minutes or something, right? Like, just even if it's just like little goals, it's really important to me that if I'm dating someone, they have things like that they're actively working towards. Because even if it's something small, I think it says like a lot about a person if you have like something you're working towards. So yeah, I want a person that is always striving to meet their goals, not someone that just like says I want to do this thing and then never does it, right? Because like, yeah, like if you can't wake up in the morning and decide I want to go run 5 miles if you've never been able to run a mile, right? You can't do that. But if you tell me that you want to be able to run 5 miles and you never get up to even try and start running, like that's kind of a red flag, you know? As far as what kind of dates, what was the question? Was it an ad? Oh, the question is, what do you look for in romance? And then they gave some examples of like specifics, like how dependent are you emotionally? Do you want your partner to be dependent on you? How much passionate romance do you want to go on versus, you know, stylish romance, things like that. I done run 3 miles. I walked 3 miles. Yeah, or like even that, like if you're like, I want to be able to run 5 miles, you know, go out and walk 5 miles or something, you know, like, yeah. So I was saying that I'm a really independent person. So it's really important to me that whoever I like date, when I date, which is a long time, is independent as well. And then it's really important to me that whoever I date has goals that they work towards, and it doesn't have to be like I want to be a millionaire. Like I don't really care about shit like that, right? But if you're telling me, the example I used with, if you're telling me you want to be able to run 5 miles, but you can't, like, if you want to be able to run 5 miles and your starting rate is like you can't even run a mile, and then you never ever get up in the morning and like try to like go for a run or for a walk or anything to build your endurance, like that's a red flag to me. I don't like that, right? But yeah, as far as like dates, I don't really care. I can go either way. I think a nice mix between casual and fancy is fine. You know, like an at-home date where we chill in pajamas, like watching pizza and like a shitty like reality TV series. Like that sounds like a great date. Also, going to a fancy restaurant, staying at a nice hotel after also sounds like a great date. You know, like it's just renting an Airbnb together in the woods and going camping, you know, or something like that sounds like a great date. I don't really have a preference when it comes to dates. I know some people do, and I think that's totally fine. I don't. I just, if I taking Fey to Chili's, oh my god, I love Chili's. Chili's is my favorite restaurant. I'm a cheap date, chat. I'm a cheap date. I'm getting the Smokehouse 2, and I'm getting honey chipotle chicken crispers and brisket quesadillas. I say I'm a cheap date, but that's like a $25 meal. Okay, an Airbnb in the woods, maybe not after that Pierce to Fathom stream. That's true. I'm a cheap date, but I'm not getting the 2 for $20 with you because I'm getting the Smokehouse combo. But yeah. Even Chili's, even expensive at Chili's is not that expensive, girly. That's true. Spring rolls. Yeah, I'm not a triple dipper girly. I'll split a triple dipper with you as an appetizer, but I'm not a triple dipper girly. I'm a Smokehouse combo and chips and salsa girly. But yeah, so as far as dates go, I could go either way. What do you enjoy most about being in a romantic relationship? Chat, it's been a fucking hot minute. I don't know. I think just having a person that, like, when you're having a bad day, it's just nice knowing you have like a person, you know? Like if you're just having like an absolute shit day that you can call and just cry and just be like, today just fucking sucks. I think it's just nice to have something like that. I think it's like, yeah, just to have someone in your corner no matter what. Or to have a person that you're like, something good happened to you and you're like, this good thing happened and like the only thing that I can think of is that I want to tell this person. Like I think that's nice. I think just having a person that you want to share all your highs and lows with is really, really nice. Have a good rest of the stream. Gotta go in for work. Bye-bye, Froker. Have a good day at work. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah, that's probably what I think is the best part about having a relationship. Technically a friend can fulfill that role too, right? I think it's different. I think a friend can fulfill that role to some extent, but it's not the same. You know? I don't know how to explain it. Cause like I know I can tell Lily, right, that oh my god, like I'm so excited I got a job offer, right? And she was ecstatic for me. She was like, oh my god, like, congratulations, it's so exciting. But it's not the same. You know? It's not the same. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably the best part though. Is just always having someone in your corner. And yeah, a friend can definitely fulfill that role to some capacity, but I think it's different. Being extra vulnerable can still be something you want to reserve for someone in particular, sure, yeah. Yeah. Or it's just like, how do I word this in a way? Cause like, okay, in a romantic relationship, there's a certain obligation, and I use obligation very loosely, because no one is obligated to do anything regardless of their relationship to you, but there is a subconscious, I feel, obligation that in a relationship, that person is almost always like available to you, right? In like an emotional manner. And again, that's not like always the case because everyone is different, right? And especially, you know, like different people with different backgrounds or like mental states and things like that. Like there could be a day where like I'm having a really bad day, and then if I had a partner and they were also having a really bad day, that like maybe they didn't want to hear about my bad day, and that's okay, right? But I feel like 90% of the time, you know, you can always trust that no matter what you're going through, that person will be there. And I don't think that expectation and obligation it necessarily exists the same way in a friendship relationship, you know? Because like also just like if I'm having like an absolute trash like shit day and my like if I had a significant other and they are just like, hey, I don't really care, I don't want to hear it, and it's not because like, hey, I understand you're going through a lot today, but I've also had like kind of a tough day, can we revisit this tomorrow? If they're kind of just like, hey, like I don't really care, that's like not someone you want to be with, right? So like I feel like there is like that expectation and like obligation and like a relationship to like kind of be there for each other. So yeah, and I don't think that same expectation and obligation exist in a friendship. Yeah, that's kind of what I look for. I look for a independent but also dependable self what is the word I'm looking for? Self-starting, I don't know, kind of person. Because like, okay, back to the example, right, of like someone, like if someone tells me they want to run like 5 miles, like they want to be able to run 5 miles, but they don't even get up and like run one. Like if you tell me, like if I had a significant other and you told me that you wanted to be able to run 5 miles, I'm not going to go for a run with you. Okay, I don't like running. I fucking hate running. I'll go for a walk. I'll walk while you run. I would do something like that. I'm not going to go for a run with you. But I will make sure that when you get back for your run, right, that like there's a smoothie waiting for you or something like that, right? I would go biking. I'd go biking. But like I will make sure that if I would plan to be up by the time this person got back for their run to like have a smoothie waiting for them or something, right? Or like I would know that, oh, okay, you want to start running. Maybe as a nice little treat to you, I get you some new running shoes, or I get you like some new shorts or something like that for like your runs. So, or like I'll call and check in. I'll be like, hey, hey sweetie, how's the progress going? Like how many miles are you up to? Like things like that. Like I'm a really, really, really supportive person to even just like my friends of like things that they're trying to do. So like someone just needs the motivation. Sorry, I'm yawning. Someone just needs the motivation to get up and get started, and like I'll support you. So I think it's good for both people to have things they like and need their partners involved in, and don't need their partners involved. I think that's healthy. Yeah. That's really considerate. Thanks. No, I love supporting other people's dreams. I just like I'm not the type of like person to do it like myself, right? Like I don't want to run. I would go to the, like if someone was like, I want to go to the gym and run on the treadmill, I would be like, oh, okay, I'll go to the gym and I'll do like the elliptical, or like, I'll go like sit in the sauna, or like I'll do weights or something. But I would not be the type of person to hop on the treadmill next to you unless I'm gonna walk. What's your dream job? Or dream job. What's your dream dog? My dream dog is a Doberman. I want a Doberman so bad. I think they're so pretty. I want a Doberman. I love my husky, don't get me wrong, but he's kind of a lot. I want a Doberman. I want a big boy. Dream dog is Kodo, who doesn't piss on the floor, true. Or the fridge. Yeah, I want a big boy. I want a big old Doberman. I struggle on the treadmill, but I do 30 minutes twice a day most days. Hell yeah, good job. Yeah. I want a Doberman, but I want to okay. How do I explain this? I love the way aesthetically that Dobermans look, but I it's really bad to crop their tails and clip their ears. So like, I love the way a Doberman looks with a cropped tail and like clipped ears, but like I don't want my Doberman's ears clipped or their tails cropped. I don't want that. That makes me sad. I think they look really cool like that. But that's not what I want. Loki, one of my doggies is a silken windhound. Aww. Or the couch. I like Saint Bernards. Oh, Saint Bernards are pretty clip ears. Only unhumans do that to their dogs. Yeah, I mean, those like, I wouldn't. If there was like a litter of dogs and it had already been done to them, I wouldn't not adopt a dog because it had been done to them because it's not the dog's fault. But it's really bad to do that to them. Because you shouldn't make, why? Because you shouldn't make body modifications on animals that can't consent to it. That's why. You shouldn't make aesthetic body modifications to animals. That's why. That's why you shouldn't. Let's see. Aesthetic body mod, spaying and neutering is base. Spaying and neutering is for reasons other than aesthetics. Are there any health benefits to clipping a dog's ears and cropping their tails? Usually no. I literally cannot think of a single one. It's only acceptable with one of the races that, yeah, if they'll live a better life with body modifications. Yeah. Spaying and neutering is not aesthetic. Yeah, aesthetic body mods are the issue. Yeah. Spaying and neutering is base. Yes, everyone should get their dog spayed and neutered. If my dog could get neutered without having a seizure, he would be neutered. But unfortunately, he has a seizure anytime they try. So, yeah. I need more body mods. Same. I was about to type and then you specified aesthetics, so I'm adding an agreement there. Okay. I was like, yeah. No aesthetic body mods, but we do support spaying and neutering our animals. It's very good for them. Okay. Next question is, how many houseplants should a person own? As many as you're able to take care of. Someone said, I just started with one and I'm growing addicted to wanting to collect more. Yeah, you should have as many as you can take care of. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Coda. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a wrong amount of houseplants to have. If you like them, then cool. Have you ever made custom nail accessories? No, I have not. That's a very specific question. No, I have not ever made custom nail accessories. Oh my god, you funny. And I think, chat, I think we're to the end of the questions. Let me recheck YouTube. Oh, I do have some more questions on YouTube. Okay. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen shadow? Hi, lore. I do not know. How's life? Life's pretty good. I can't complain. Life's doing good. I got a job offer. That's pretty sick. What is your opinion on the Raising Cane's bread? Okay, I like the Raising Cane's bread, but I will not be replacing my coleslaw with bread. I'm eating my fucking coleslaw. The bread's not that good. If you don't like cabbage or like coleslaw, then yeah, it makes sense to get an extra piece of bread. But I do not like the Raising Cane's bread to the point that I'm replacing my coleslaw with it. When you go to the movie theater, do you ask for extra butter, some butter, or no butter? I ask for just regular popcorn, and then I put extra butter on it. You can have all the coleslaw you want. Hell yeah, I love coleslaw. What's your biggest fear? Getting stung by a jellyfish? I don't know. That's probably my biggest fear. I really don't want to be stung by a jellyfish. That sounds bad. I don't like the idea of being stung by a jellyfish. All right, chat. I have done all of the questions in the Q&A section on YouTube and in the Google form. Do I have any other questions? Siba, hi. My biggest fear is that fat titties. I'm hoping for some help with exposure therapy. I got you. Extra claps. There you go. Oh, Siva, you survived. The collabs are nice, but do it jiggle? It do. It do. It do jiggle. Dream collab if you could do with any sort of stream concept. Oh. Dream collab if I could do it with any sort of stream concept. I don't know. It would be to go back into the days when Lethal Company was really big and to be in one of the a Lethal Company collab with like really big streamers. Just because I think they're cool. If I could be in the collab where Henya, I think, got Zen to spam the button for the Lethal Company monster to eat them at the company. That would be my dream collab, is to go back in time and be in that collab specifically, because it was really funny. But Diamond Unbreakable? Diamond Unbreakable. Can it break Diamond? No, I cannot break Diamond. Yeah, that's my dream collab. My dream collab is to go back in time and be in one of the V Shoujo before it explodes Lethal Company collabs. I love Lethal Company, chat. Man, I love Lethal Company so much. Lethal Company sparks so much joy into my mind. Someone said, I got another question. What is the Q something 3D audio mic you brought up about in the server, and why are they priced at 10K? Why are they priced at 10K? I don't know, but for anyone that doesn't know, the Q, here, I'll pull it up. The Q100, here, I'll read, sorry, I burped. I can't hear. I'll read the description for you guys. I'll put it on the screen too. Let me find one. It's like a $10,000 microphone, man. The Newman Q100 binaural head microphone system. Let me save an image of it so I can put it on screen. Their 10Ks are fucking crazy. Yeah, they're insane. God, they're so fucking good. Fuck. Chat, I would never let this head out between my thighs if I had this. Look at that. It's like it's literally a whole fucking head. It's a whole ass head. And then it's like a 3DO, except the mic is inside the head. And it's so sensitive. It can hear like everything. Let's see. The Newman Q100 binaural head microphone system is a dummy head microphone for a truly immersive binaural listening experience with headphones. Although it uses only 2 channels, its spatial depiction appears 3-dimensional and shockingly realistic. It can be used for great effect in music and audio drama productions. Yeah, it has 2 microphones built in either ear. While listening through high-quality headphones, it gives the illusion of being right at the scene of acoustic events. Moreover, the Newman Q100 recordings are loudspeaker compatible. Yeah. I can pretend to be that if you helped. Wait, you wear that? No. No, you don't wear it. That's the shit where you have to save up for it for multiple months at the very least. Yeah. No, you don't wear it. You don't wear it. It's on a stand. It's on a stand. Yeah, there's microphones and technology inside there. There's microphones and technology inside there. It's a $10,000 microphone, chat. It's so expensive. So expensive. Oh, but it's so cool. And it sounds so good. It sounds so good. If you had the ability to join / create a VTuber company, no, it wouldn't be shady. Would you do it? And would you, or would you rather stay indie? I think at this point in time, I think I'd rather stay indie. Because I think there's some VTuber companies, not all. I think there's some VTuber companies that have failed because they weren't shady. I think there's some that have failed not because of like money reasons or anything like that. It's just because shit didn't work out. Because they're not shady and because they didn't do scummy practices. You know? So I think at this point I would rather stay indie. I will say though, like I have definitely toyed with the idea of like joining like a group, not a company, but like a group that I could join as Fey, still keep 100% of my identity and my profits and everything like that. But the main issue with that is just that like I don't think I would want it to be with people I'm already really good friends with, that kind of make content in the same area, and I think that's just really specific, you know? But it does get really lonely. It does. I get why people join corporations. Like, even outside of, like monetary benefits or exposure, anything like that, it's kind of lonely being an indie. And it's hard to make VTuber friends. And I've already had at least 2 instances of people that I thought were my friends in the VTuber space that were being not very nice behind the scenes. And it's made me even more hesitant to make other friends. So, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, anime growing companies aren't really very profitable, as many people have figured out. Yeah, so it's kind of a little lonely. It's a little lonely. But I get why people join groups and things like that. But yeah, it's sad hearing. I don't miss being in a company, but I miss having people who are kind of forced to interact with me. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It gets lonely. It gets lonely, and I am so afraid of I'm so afraid of being in drama, because I don't want it. I'm too fucking old for it. I just want to like make content and hang out with my community and my friends. But I'm so afraid of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time to the wrong person, and someone that I thought was my friend is now saying really negative things about me, or like posting online about me and stuff like that. So like I would rather just not have friends, I guess, in the VTuber space than like have friends that are shady. But like, don't get me wrong, I have friends, you know. I do have friends in the VTuber space that I'm really lucky to have. But yeah, it just, I think I keep them at like a distance, even though they are people I consider friends, because I'm just like so afraid of like it going wrong. I'm so afraid of it going wrong. So I get why people join corpos and companies and stuff like that, because man, this shit rough. This shit rough out here. I think it's okay to keep people at arm's distance after all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Because I've had, you know, like I said, I've had a couple instances of, you know, my limited time in the VTuber space that I thought people were really close friends and I would have done anything for, and it turns out they weren't as good of friends as I thought. Can't blame you after VTuber drama every other week. Yeah, so, you know, I kind of just stay in my lane. I have a few friends that I'm really lucky to have. But I don't, you know, I don't collab with people outside of my very limited friend group or people that I know IRL that just also VTube. Yeah, that's kind of I like I've played with the idea of joining like a group or like trying to create a group. But I think it's just too messy. It's just too messy. I have a couple, like if Lily and like Q and like Mari and everything, you know, if we were all making content consistently, and like streaming consistently, I think it could be fun. But yeah, I think the biggest issue is like they don't make. I think like a couple of them want to get into ASMR, and I think if they got into ASMR, making like a group of all of us would be really fun. But yeah, that's it. A VTuber group of you and your girlies would be fun. I've thought about making like a podcast like kind of thing, or like a YouTube series kind of thing where we like just yap and we do like pre-recorded content as like a group and stuff like that. But I haven't fully workshopped all the details and like what exactly we talk about. So hey, glad to make it to the AMA. I don't have any questions. I'm just here to chill. Oh, fantastic. Hi. Welcome in. Yeah, that's like, I don't think I would join or create a VTuber company at this point, but I think maybe one day a little group would be nice. If I had like a little consistent group, that would make me really happy. But I do think it would have to be like very, very specific. And I do think that there would still have to be like requirements and things like that, which is unfortunately something that's just like really hard to enforce if like no one's getting paid, you know? But I feel like if you have a group and there's not any like requirements or expectations, it's kind of like, what's the point? And I think I care too much about my friendships with people to like put myself in a position where like I have to be an enforcer of some kind of shitty rules that we decided to make and then people aren't following, you know? So thank you for the posture check and the stretch and the hydrate berry. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. It would be cool. It would be pretty cool. Sorry, I'm taking a little bevy. Okay. A little bevy, yeah, a little bevy. Let's see. Do we have? That was the last question we had at that point. Do we have any more? I think we're caught up on all the questions. I think I've answered all the Google form questions. Let me check. Yeah, I've answered all the YouTube questions. So I guess this is kind of a last call for questions. Does anyone have any questions? Bevy, be. And if not, it's okay. If not, we're pretty Gucci. Honestly, that took up less time than I thought it was. I answered like 40 something questions and it's only been 2 hours. To be fair, some of the questions were like almost anything. And the other question was like, you lost the game, which by the way, it's definitely been more 30 minutes. So you lost. How's your day been? My day's been pretty good. I didn't wake up until like 12. So I woke up, laid in bed for a little bit, waking up, took the dog outside, ate some leftover spaghetti, and here we are. If you could make a certain type of content without any concern for performance, what would it be and why? Thinking. Fuck, damn it. Sorry. I think I would want to make more ASMRs that are like weird. Or maybe not weird, but like, have you guys seen like people that do like thigh cupping ASMRs and like or like feet cupping ASMRs with like foot cam and stuff like that? I think I'd want to make some more of those. I think I would be really happy. I think I would really enjoy that. I think it would be fun and silly. It's not really a concern about performance. No, it's not like weird, but like it's just like, I don't know. I feel like people people are always like, that's a gooner bait, that's gooner bait, that's gooner bait. And like I just want to do it because it seems fun. I just want to do it because it seems fun. But I don't want to deal with the gooner bait comments. Like those beating your head in with a frying pan ASMRs. Yeah, I would just want to do like really fucking like random shit ASMRs, or like I wish I could like dunk my I wish I could do like a like yandere waterboards you or something like that, and could like shove my mic into like the toilet or something. I don't know, because it'd be so random. If you exploded in popularity in the next week randomly, do you think you'd change anything or try to keep stuff the same? I don't think I would change anything. I'm always kind of like, Goonie is always so sell. I don't understand why it's bad now. No, I don't think it's bad either. I just think there's a lot of stigma that I don't want to do with it. I don't want to deal with it. Wife sits on your face and you fucking die ASMR. If we ever get the Q100, I'll do wife sits on your face and you fucking die ASMR. Sorry, I just burped. Yeah, if I explode in popularity in the next week randomly, do I think I'd change everything? I don't think so. I think if something like that happened, like I would have to stop saying hi to everyone individually. Not because I necessarily want to, but because I think it'd be unrealistic. And I think moderation would probably have to be a lot more strict. I know you guys sometimes feel like my moderation is strict now, but like I promise you my moderation is not strict compared to a lot of people. And I think it would have to be if we like blew up, you know? But I think that's kind of it. I think side of your Sundari bully gently it fucking hates you ASMR. Yeah. Who's saying it's strict? People in Discord say it's strict all the time. There's been so many people like in Discord that have been like, moderation is so strict here. And I'm like, moderation is so not strict here compared to other places. But yeah. So I think the only changes, I don't think I'd make any like changes in my content other than I couldn't say hi to everyone individually, not because I don't want to, but because it's unrealistic. And I think moderation would have to be really strict. And yeah, like that's it. I am more in the I feel targeted. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't think at this point that we have anyone in the community that like we're actively like keeping an eye on. There's definitely been points in time where we've had like a few people that we've been like, hey, we really have to watch this person. I don't really feel like I don't feel like we have that problem anymore at this point. I think people that we had that issue with have either at this point seen themselves out or have been banned. So yeah. I don't think at this point we have anyone that we're like keeping an eye on. But so I'm sorry you feel targeted. I know it's not intentional. It is what it really is. I think it's the only problem with being bigger. You have to get stricter. Yeah, like I definitely think I definitely think like I think I'm definitely stricter now than I probably used to be. I also like have, you know, very fragile mental health because I've been unemployed for so long, so I don't have health insurance. So I'm like not like, you know, like medicated and stuff right now. So I do think I just have like fragile mental health right now, and so I think sometimes things that people don't intend to be negative come off as negative, and so I think my mods delete some things for me sometimes because they're like, oh, I think this would probably upset Faye. Things like that. Or like it has the possibility of upsetting Faye. Hey, it's about to get better, we hope. Yeah, I think so too. I think it is about to get better. Well, I mean, I don't know. Okay, I think I told you guys this, right? But like, if I take this job, I already have the job offer for it. My benefits don't start for like 60 days. Like, I can't even enroll in benefits for 60 days. And so it's kind of like, bruh. Would you date a mod asking for a mod? I would not date anyone ever because I belong to all of you. TVH being stricter is probably the better bet. It gives people less room to rule Slayer. That's true. Yeah, for 2.0, I'm gonna have I think I've thought about it, and I think for 2.0, when it debuts, I'm gonna migrate everything over to a new Discord server I've been working on. Not because I don't love the current server that we have, and like I'm not gonna delete the current server. Everything will just get locked down to like read only, right? So like it'll be like if you want to type, you have to type in the new Discord server. But the old Discord server is not gonna go anywhere. So like you can still go back and read conversations and have access to the emotes and everything like that. But mostly just because it is way easier to just make a new server than it is to lock down the current server, make all the changes I need to make, and then unlock it, right? So. But I think the newer Discord will be a lot better set up and like not necessarily stricter, but the rules will be a lot more specific, so it'll be a lot easier to understand. I think a lot of times, especially since we use the server pretty frequently, I get why you'd remake it. Yeah, because I just feel like there's been like with the evolution of like a bigger community and things like that, like there's things that I have to worry about now that I never had to worry about before. Or like there's things that have happened that I didn't know would make me uncomfortable that I have over time realized like make me uncomfortable, right? That I think could just be prevented by making a new server where everyone has to read the rules and accept them and things like that. So yeah, I think the new server will be. I don't even think it's that much stricter. Like I said, it's just more specific. Like it leaves a lot less room for interpretation, I guess, on rules and things like that. Yeah, I think that will be the plan, which I think will be good. I think it'll be fun. And I'm gonna do one last check over everything, and I think Can we still flirt with the barista? Of course you can. You guys can always flirt with me. Rain sent in another question, and it just says, pretty please. And for additional information, it just says, Rain. You're funny, Rain. You crack me up. I love you. Sorry, I was reading something. Okay. Looking forward to 2.0. Oh my god, illusionary. Hi. Me too. Q Mama, Faye, you're goated. No, you guys. You're goated. Q Mama messaged me like yesterday, and she was like, I've got a day off coming up, and I'm gonna have a Faye work day. And I was like, oh, yay. So she's gonna be working on Faye model. I don't know if she's gonna stream it or not. She might not. She has my full permission to stream working on it if she wants to. So, but I also just offered to hang out in BC with her while she works on it. Yeah, it'll be fun. Let's see. I wanted to check something. What did I want to check? You guys want to see some new Faye art I got? It's not really Faye art, but it is. Yes, it is. You guys, okay, so there's this program called Emote Lab, right? There's a program called Emote Lab, where it's like, it's got a bunch of presets, like preset things you can use to make it look like, if it's all right, why not? Yeah, you can use like presets to like make it look like your character, and then it's got like pre-programmed animations and things like that. I commissioned something which is called a retexture. Which is like where, and this is allowed according to the apps or to the program's TOS, to be very clear. Like, I'm not breaking any rules, and neither is the artist that does it. Well, if Emote Lab wants to open, it's not opening. But it's where they draw over the existing layers that are used in the animation, to make it look like more like your model, whether that be like with shading and things like that. And so I commissioned a retexture. I'm gonna show you guys the retexture. English out the window in new Faye art. Aw, that's hi. Tried to have your back. Come on. Hold on, it's loading the textures. It takes a minute. Let's see. Which one should I do? It's really cute. Here, yeah, we'll do this one. This one's cute. Okay. Oh my god, oh, they need to work on the camera positioning though. The camera positioning leaves a little to be desired. Okay, there we go. And how do I'm trying to remember how to download this. This one? No. No. How do I download this again? It's been a while since I've done this. I just got it and I haven't played with it too much. So that's why I'm trying to remember how to do it. Thank you for the posture check, the stretch, and the hydrate. Let me hydrate. Where the fuck is it? I want... Where's the export button? I don't know where the export button is. I haven't used this in a while. Save. No. Where is the export button? Okay, export emote. Here it is. Let me show you guys. Look how cute it is. It's really cute. It's really, really cute. It's for 2.0. Where did this export to? Hello? Hello? I don't know where this exported to. Where are my export settings to? Open export folder. Oh, okay, well this works. It's really cute. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, it's not showing. Wait. Properties. Delete. Yes. Plus. Media. Okay. Browse. It's really cute. I wanted to show it to you guys. It's not showing. Oh yeah, there it is. It's up in the corner. It's really tiny. Look at her. She's very small. Can I make her bigger? Oh, that's really bad quality. Hold on. How do I make it bigger? Kind of looks like a chibi artwork I requested. It is cute. Hold on. Let me make it bigger. How do I make it bigger? Where are settings? Oh, here it is. Export settings. Animated. Okay. What if I do as big as I possibly can? Yes, this is what I want. Okay. Export emote. It's exporting. It's gonna be big, so it's gonna take a minute to export. There it is. Yeah, look at her. She's so cute. I love her. Can she dab? I don't know. Let's see. Is there a dab one? One thing I'll say about Fey is very simplistic in styling. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Q and I talked about it, and we were like, should we make her like more? Should we make her more complex? Like, is she kind of boring how simple she is? But I think we talked about it a bunch, and I think for me, I think simple is better. For me, I think simple will be better. Let's see. I don't know. Is there a dab? I don't think there's a dab. There's a 6-7 emote. Here, I'll get it for you guys, you fucking zoomers. Let me get it. Downloading. Let's go. Here you go. Oh, it's not set to loop. Hold on. Properties. Oh, I don't know why it's not looping, but there you go. Yeah, there she is. 6767. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's not looping, but whatever. There you go. This is what you wanted. I agree. The artist too for the animated artwork. Yeah, it's so cute. Yeah, that's 2.0. Let's see. What's another one? This one is just cute. I just like this one. Hold on. Export. She's crying in this one, but I think the crying ones are so cute. I love them. Look at her. I don't know why it keeps freezing. I don't know, that's weird, but it does not on the program. But she's so cute. She's crying. She's like, oh. She looks so cool. Thank you. I love her. I love her very much. Oh no, Rain's gonna hurt us when she sees Pain cry. But yeah, I got this back and I hadn't played with it really until now. So I'm gonna play with it later. I'll probably put some on Discord. Let's see. Here's another one. This one's funny. Export. She's coming for you, chat. She's coming for you. Can a 671 be a redeem? No. She's coming for you. She's ready for you. Oh, the crowbar. Yeah, the crowbar. Faye Freeman. No knife. Oh, yeah, I think there is a knife one. Let me see. I'm putting her on top of the coffee. I think there is a knife. Let's see. Yeah, there is. Export. Here you go. There's a knife. You can have all the danger Faye emotes. Oh, it's a little smaller. Hold on. There you go. Can I get a coffee with a Faye to go? Yeah. Here you go. You get would you like crowbar Faye or knife Faye with your to-go coffee? There needs to be Faye with a Glock. I think there is a gun one. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there is. It shoots! This one's funny. Here you go. Ta-da. Which mode of violence would you like today? Which mode of Fey violence would you enjoy? All of them. She's playing GTA early. Would you like a crowbar, a knife, or a 9mm with your coffee? Just shoot me, TBH. May I interest you in a crowbar, a knife, or a Glock? Yeah. There you go. There's all the Fey modes. I got this back. I love them. 980 days. Let's see, what else is there? There's a lot, honestly, of presets and stuff like that. There's her eating a donut, her eating popcorn, her eating watermelon, Easter eggs, a little controller, present, wave, an idea, jail. She can be in jail. This is how she's gonna be after you guys tattle on her to the police. No, I want to see donut, please and thank you. There you go, there she is. Oh, I don't know why it's static. Hold on, let me... I think I clicked the wrong one. You want to see the donut one? There's also... I got my light sticks custom textured. So let me find those in a second. There we go. Export. They got her ass. Okay. I don't know why the jail one's not moving very much, but her eyes are shaking. That's what she looks like after you guys report her to the police. I do have a question. I see the emote still incorporates some pink hair in the hair, but not the official drawing. Would it be okay if we incorporate in the future artworks? It's hard to see in the drawing, but there is pink hair in it. It's just like, it's really hard to see. I talked to Q. I told her we'll have to make it more obvious, but it is there towards the end. But yeah, we're gonna make it a little more obvious. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna make it a little more obvious. Okay, here's the donut. There's the donut. Here's light sticks. Look at how cute the light sticks are. I got them green. Yeah. I'll take note of that, yeah. There's so many cute ones. There's so many cute ones. Fey 2.0 is very cute. I love her. I love Fey 2.0 so much. Export emote. Let's see. Export this one. No way. I also love Fey Weave so much in common. Fey 2.0. A little card swipe. Hot in 4K. Cheer. There's so many. Look at all the Feys. Look at all the Feys. I love her. They're so bitty. I'm not Fey 2.0 yet. I will be. Just by chance, do you have a bloody Fey? I don't think there is a bloody one, unfortunately. I wish there was. That would be fun. Let me see. Let me scroll through them really quickly. I don't think there's a bloody one. My 2.0 model is gonna have a bloody toggle. Yeah. My 2.0 will have a bloody toggle, but this does not have a bloody one. Okay. All the Feys go bye-bye now. Remove. Yes. Oh, there's still more. Hold on. Remove. Like, how bloody are we talking? Like, splatter on the face and... splatter on the face. I don't think we'd put any on the clothes. There's splatter on the face. It's gonna look crazy. Crazy. So what, we just doing a bit of normal yap? Yeah, we'll probably just do a little bit of normal yapping for a bit. And then we'll probably end for the day. I figured today would be kind of a fast stream. Let's see. Next week we're gonna do embryonic. Next week we're gonna do Fire Emblem Friday. And then we'll do... we're gonna watch The Amazing Digital Circus on Saturday. I had some friends invite me to watch it tonight, and I was like, sorry guys, I can't. I told chat I would wait to watch it with them. So yeah, we're gonna watch The Amazing Digital Circus on Friday or Saturday. Crazy. I was crazy once. I'm thinking we do like Stardew on Tuesday. I think Stardew on Tuesday would be nice. And then not Tuesday, Monday. And then Tuesday, I think we're going to try and do ASMR. I think it's the plan. Yeah, I think this is the plan. Crazy, I was crazy once. They put in her rubber room. Yeah. I might do a double stream one day next week, just do some recording while I'm live, or maybe some editing while I'm live. But we'll see. Did we ever do that roleplay ASMR that you wanted to do? No, that's what I would be rescheduling it for. They make me. I hate sombras. They make me crazy. Well, yeah. I think we'll I do the roleplay one that I wanted to do maybe Tuesday. Perhaps another question. My substitute job is going to make me probably close to $2,400 a month. My mom says to strive for a government job or any job that pays more. Should I? I think it depends. I think if $2,400 a month is enough for you to live on and you're going to be happy, then that's all that matters. But if it's not enough for you to do the things that you want to do to be happy, then yeah, you should look for something else. But I think it ultimately comes down to your happiness. Your parents just want the best for you, right? Like most of the time. My mom's like the same. If my mom's just kind of like, I just want you to do anything that makes more money, right? And so my mom is just like, just go into a field that you can make a lot of money. It doesn't matter if you're happy doing it, because like you just sign in, you work your hours, then you leave, and then you can be happy with all the money that you make in the rest of your time. But that's not how I think, right? I would rather make less money and be happy with what I'm doing 40 hours a week than be making more money and miserable. And I think it just comes from the fact that like my mom wants me to just be well off so I can take care of myself. And you know, like if anything happens, she knows that I'm safe. But like I don't want to be miserable. So I think that's just kind of a parent thing. You know. They just want you to be secure and safe. So it's okay. Let me close this. Yeah, money good. Moms are goated. Yeah. Every parent that cares just wants their kids to be secure. Yeah, so I think, you know, that's just a very mom thing for her to say. And your mom's gonna say that probably for the rest of your life. You could probably be making $150K and your mom would probably be like, you need to make more money, you know, and that's just how they are. But if $2,400 is enough for you to live off of and for you to be happy with, I think that's the only thing that matters. So you're the one that has to live your life, you know? You're the one that has to live your life. But yeah, I think that's it, chat. I think that's what we're gonna call it today. I'll try to get waiting groups up tomorrow. But yeah, we'll have Stardew Monday, Tuesday ASMR, Fire Emblem Friday, and Saturday we'll watch The Amazing Digital Circus. I think it should be fun. Like I said, I might throw an extra stream in there, where I just like record audios live or something. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for today. I love you guys very much. I love you a latte, and I guess we will chat soon. Oh, also guys, don't forget. Next Sunday in the Discord, we are going to be watching all of Witch Hat Atelier on Sunday. The last episode comes out on Monday. Episode 13 comes out this upcoming Monday. And so Saturday we're gonna stream, or no, it's not Saturday. Sunday I'm gonna stream the entire series in Discord. It starts at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Central Decimal Time, or whatever the time is, whatever Texas time is. Okay. But yeah. Okay. Bye chat. I love you guys a lot. I will talk to you later. Okay. Bye bye. Okay, bye for real.